I'm reporting for the CIA News. Yes, this is a covert channel. Extremely covert. So let's go with that. Recently, I visited New York City and I went to Brooklyn. Anyway, there was an Orthodox Jew on the street, and I approached him and I said, "Sir, can you tell me which way to the Baskin-Robbins ice cream store in this neighborhood?" He says, "Ma'am, there are no Baskin-Robbins stores in this neighborhood. This is a neighborhood populated by Orthodox Jews." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he said, "Well, ma'am, you shouldn't be here, actually." I said, "Why?" "Well, you're an outsider by your caste." And I said, "Okay." I say, "How do I leave?" He said, "You know, your feet were made for walking. And I see you have shoes on, even though they're in somewhat tattered condition." So I left Brooklyn on foot and I crossed the bridge and I went to New Jersey. In New Jersey, I found interesting people, some of them Italians. Anyway, I approached a man on the street. I asked the man, "Is there a Baskin-Robbins store in this neighborhood? I want to sample one of the 31 flavors." He said, "Sir, you have no business in this neighborhood. This is for, well, the family. This is our neighborhood. It's like Staten Island." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. How do I leave?" He said, "Well, you probably should take a taxi, because if you don't, you'll get your ass beat up, maybe killed, maybe stabbed, maybe in the heart." I said, "Sir, for one thing, you have misunderstood me. My appearance is female, therefore I am female." He said, "Ma'am, whatever the fuck you are, you need to leave this place." I said, "Yes, sir." So I saluted him, turned on my heel, and left on foot, crossed the bridge, back to New York. Anyway, I was in New York in Yonkers. Anyway, I was asking these people where the Soho district is. They said it's Dataway. Anyway, I went down to Dataway and I saw these dastardly figures on the street with tattoos everywhere. And I asked one of them, "Are you a neo-Nazi?" This man looked at me, had a crew cut haircut. He was had a big nose, big lips. He said, "Fuck no, I'm a fucking Black Panther." He says, "No shit." I said, "Yeah, no shit." I says, "We're the fucking neo-Nazis. We're the fucking Aryan race motherfuckers." He said, "Well, if you want them, you have to go to Oklahoma City." I said, "Well, alright, which way to the airport?" It says, "Well, you can take the subway part of the way and then take the train." I said, "Okay." So eventually I got on the train, went to the airport, got a plane to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, landed. As I got through the security check-in, I noticed there was a man looking at me with red hair and red face, and he looked like a Mormon. I said, "Sir," walked up to him, I said, "Sir, are you a Mormon?" He said, "Well, I could be, but I drink, and I smoke, and I chew tobacco." I says, "What are you?" He says, "I'm a neo-Nazi." I says, "What the fuck is that?" He says, "Well, one thing, we don't like no goddamn fags like you are." I says, "Who says I'm a fag?" "Well, you look like one." Anyway, I asked the neo-Nazis what he thought about 9/11. He said it was a conspiracy. Anyway, I said, "Well, please amplify." He went forward and said, "Well, you know, it's the goddamn motherfucking Jews. All of them left the towers long before the goddamn planes hit, so it was a Jewish conspiracy." I said, "No shit." He said, yeah, no shit. So I says, well, where can I find somebody like you that can give me more information? He says, well, if you cut your goddamn hair, maybe get yourself some scars and some tattoos, drink some beer, gain some weight, you thin bitch, then you can probably join the Aryan race. You are white. I says, yes, I am quite white. So anyway, I went to Yucca Falls, Nevada to find out where the radioactive waste was stored. And lo and behold, they said, we, who are we, the Aryan race, have decided to nuke Mecca. To nuke the most holy sites in Mecca, in Islam. I said, no shit. They said, yeah, no shit. I said, who are you? We're the people of the hills. And I said, you shitters. I said, no, we are going to nuke Mecca eventually. It is our way. I said, why? Because that'll inflame all the goddamn Muslims and they will fucking rise up and kill every Christian and every Jew. I says, well, won't they kill you too? He says, no, we're invincible. We're like Superman. Unless they have kryptonite. So, to recap my long, sordid tale. Yes, people do want to nuke Mecca. And you must stop them, my dear. And you know who you are. You, of course, well, have a divine right to stop the fucking motherfuckers. This is Operations Officer, codename Windfall, signing off. It is now Revelations chapter 22, in the last verse, dot and tittle.